Comedian Eddie Griffin speaks up on Bill Cosby again on his recent NNN news channel on YouTube, which you can subscribe to, and I suggest that you do subscribe to. So, without any further ado, let's listen to the Comedy Hypes version of the story.
Cape Town, South Africa, for Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson. Eddie Griffin is back with another installment of his YouTube series, NNN. This time, the comedian offered his opinion on Drake suing music label UMG, as well as Kamala Harris in the aftermath of the 2024 presidential election. Now, interestingly enough, during the episode, Griffin would take the time to tell his viewers one reason why they came after Bill Cosby. Griffin would then play a viral clip from the 1970s where Cosby is on a talk show explaining the role the media plays in shaping one's perception on race.
Reason number one, why they came after Bill Cosby.
And prove to me that black people are violent and that they're going to take over. And I can open up and show you white people who are killing their daughters, their husbands, their wives, their children, killing each other off. It's in the paper. If a black man does something, it says, John Jones, blacklist, said black, black, black. Now, if a white man does it, it isn't white man Jones. It's just a man. But if a black man does it, then...
That is true. They do their best not to put the name out sometimes and won't put the victims' names out sometimes. But in a black community, everything is known when we commit such crimes. This actually is very true.
Any white bigot can point his finger and say, see that? There they go again. Well, that isn't right.
Now, this isn't the first time Eddie Griffin has mentioned and come to the defense of Bill Cosby. If you remember back in December of 2015, Griffin would appear as a guest on an episode of Vlad TV, where he would specifically address the then sexual assault allegations that had threatened Cosby's legacy. There, Griffin would suggest that Cosby was a victim of a conspiracy to destroy his image. Griffin would go on to say that other black men have been victims as well, pointing to figures like Michael Jackson and Kobe Bryant, who had also been a part of high-profile criminal cases in their careers. He would say, there is a systematic effort to destroy every black male entertainer.
And it seems like that this is true, because it seems like the more things that we do are a part of are criminalized than some of the white counterparts. And we speak out about it because it's unfair. Now, Bill Cosby has done his time for what he's done. This is a 90-some-year-old man. But we don't even know how true some of these 40 and 50-year-old, 20, 30, 40, 50-year-old allegations are. It's just kind of weird to me that they're that old. And I'm all for protecting women and believing women to a point. I'm more on the side of the truth. And if some of the stuff that Bill did is true, he's done his time for it. So this is no way really speaking up or really defending Bill Cosby as I am trying to defend the whole process of how we are looked at and how we are treated in the media, in the white media, I should say. I think it's unfair. Go ahead, keep on.
Image. They want us to have an asterisk by our name. Nobody leaves this business clean. You're not going to die clean. One online user under the YouTube comments from the 2015 Eddie Griffin interview would agree and end up sharing their own perspective and how it aligns with Griffin's word. The user would say, went to school in the suburbs and kids never got in trouble for weed or childish bad behavior. Every day I would take that bus back to the hood and see brothers get records for things the police let slide in the burbs. No card being pulled, just face. From age 5 until 18, I witnessed that consistently. Brothers can't even get a job for weed possession. Yet kids in the burbs were beating coke charges, DUI charges with no record. Truth.
I see some of this too, because I went to high school in the suburbs, and I've seen some of those kids get treated differently for their behavior than some of my cousins or some of my friends that lived in the city where I'm from, actually get for doing the same shit. It slaps on the wrist, juvenile. It was two different things. So I've seen the same thing that this person has seen in these cases as well.
Now, these words from Griffin have rang true, and the infamous clip often resurfaces whenever a Black celebrity finds themselves in trouble. What's even more interesting is throughout the 2024 presidential election, Donald Trump was able to run for office with over 30 felony charges. Also, Hunter Biden was just pardoned for his gun and tax charges.
Yeah, Donald Trump was able to run with 30 and win. Not even our president is gonna be fighting felony cases while he's in office, but he can just pardon himself. So you know, and that's kind of what happened with Hunter Biden. His dad pardoned him. I don't really have a problem with that, because I probably would have did the same thing for my kid, and most people would do the same thing for their kid. Go and stay free. You do things for your children that you wouldn't do for the rest of the world. And he was like, why not just set my son free? I'm retired from politics. Joe Biden ain't got to work no more. So, be like, Hunter, you can't fuck up no more. And he said his son has been drug free for 5 years. If that's the case, he's just trying to give his son a second chance. I don't necessarily have a problem with that, just because I know I would do the same thing for my daughter. I hope she doesn't see this. Because you know your daughter could get away with a little bit more than the next motherfucker with you, and he just did what anybody else would do. So I'm not really mad at Joe for that. Set your crackhead son free.
Neither man has been called a thug or a gangster by the mainstream media. Mm-hmm. We know that wouldn't be the case very true. If Trump or Hunter were, well, you guessed it, Black. So what do you guys think about Bill Cosby's breakdown of the...
Yeah, what do y'all think? Leave a message in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Mick and Mike Love podcast. We will be doing another show Sunday coming up. I hope you guys enjoyed the last show. And don't forget to subscribe for the Sports Doctors, for Mike, the team leader, Love. This is the Sports Doctor Spock, Mickey Coleman. I'll see you guys soon.